Okay, so I got this Thrive Bible for my birthday from my daughter, which I begged her to get. And I couldn't be more happy. First of all, aesthetically pleasing. How cute. I tabbed it up. These are appearing gold here, but they are actually, let's see if I can get close enough. They still look kind of gold here, but in person, you would be able to see they are rose gold actually. Uh, how lovely. An LT, Devotional Bible for Women, which I never thought I'd be a Devotional Bible for Women type of person, but I love this. Is perfect for me. This is so perfect for me. So beautiful blush pink. I know my lighting is not great, but it's more of a, it's like a peachy if you want to, yeah, that's kind of true to color, I think, right here. But anyway, it's peachy. Um, My daughter had wrote me a little inscription there. I kind of told her she must do that, even though this is a Bible that I asked for. You bought it for me. I told her I wanted to see that. She presented it to me. So don't just wrap up the Bible. You get it, you take it out from Amazon, and then just wrap it up. And no, inscribe. These were from the balloon that from she had gotten these balloons with confetti in them, and this is just to remind me that this was that birthday gift from that time. Some of the confetti. Psalm 23, beautiful. Here is greets us on the first page. How lovely. There's beloved daughter of the King page from Sherry Rose. So she is the one who created all the devotionals for this Bible. God bless her soul. And she has a message here for us, introducing us to this lovely, lovely Bible. There is a God is your faithful Father page with all of the different ways to acknowledge God in our lives and to remember, remind us. There's this page. So the pages are, and there's this beautiful, like, oh my goodness, gradient kind of tint around, pink tint around. It's a just very light cream color page. Table of content, or contents, yep. And then all that is in here. Alphabetical listing of the Bible books. A note to the readers from the publishers, which I liked. And I read every single solitary thing in here. Thank you, all of you lovely contributors. They are acknowledged here. And then introduction to Thrive, and then it explains how you are meant to thrive. God's plan for you is that you will thrive by having a deep relationship with Him, turning to Him every day and relying on Him for each need. I love that. And then there's a prayer for us. And then there's a benediction, so a nice blessing for us again. And then a user's guide, right? If you're new, even if you're not new, it was helpful to me. I mean, I'm newish. I'm not new to the Bible, but I'm new to studying it. And I am loving all the tips. And then there's more of that. Live what you're reading, share what you're reading. Great advice here. Tools for scripture engagement, which I love. So there's a tool one you can read aloud. So these are different tools that show you how to engage in your scripture so you can get the most out of it. And then there is read aloud. And then it tells you the benefits and how to practice that. Copying it down, take out a writing utensil, copy a verse of passage, and different tips on how to benefit from that. Summarizing it, paraphrasing it, divide it, which I thought was very interesting. So the divide it would look like this. You would take a scripture that you like, say for example, the Lord is my shepherd, and you would highlight a one word of the sentence successively and then read it over again, and it'll show you the verse from different angles. So the Lord is my shepherd, 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 the Lord is my shepherd. I love this. I'm going to do this with certain sentences sometimes, especially the ones I really like. Personalize it. So using your name in place of he or she, and pray a scripture. Lord, you are my shepherd and you provide all I need. So you're giving it back to him as a prayer, which I like to do as well. 'Cause that's what he gave it to us for. Memorize it. I'm really going to try to get better at doing that and putting the tools to work. And then it ends off with the Psalm 119, 105. Your word is a lamp to guide my feet and a light for my path. Then they have a reading plan. Now, this reading plan is not successive all the way through. This is also, and it tells you here, I think. Yeah, I'm putting to work. So it's like, so where do you begin? And then they recommend that you you could start with the devotionals. They suggest. So the devotionals, day by day, give you a good, I love the devotionals because they start off with a verse at the very top. That's how the devotional starts, right? And then the love letter from God would be if God were speaking to you directly in front of you about that verse of the Bible. And then reflection would be if someone was explaining that verse of the Bible to you in their words. And then treasure of truth is like one sentence that would summarize it. So it's all together, it's all uniform, it's all for whatever verse is on the top of your devotional. And so it suggests you could do that. It also suggests you could do this reading plan. So the reading plan has, if you want to go day by day, it's up to you, of course. And then see how they skip. So they don't have everything. So it says you can study, it skips material that appears more than once. So I looked it up here and I said, okay, so they jump from 2:3 to 2:15. So when I looked up what was between Genesis 2:3 and 2:15, it was just some things that were about the stones and things that were there in the Garden of Eden. So I can see why they thought, maybe we wouldn't be studying that portion hard. You definitely can. But if you just want some, key parts of the Bible to study, this is not saying, oh, I read the Bible you basically could say that. But, definitely if you want to read the Bible all the way through, read it all the way through, don't skip. But if you want some parts to study, I think these are great. Like, oh, what part should I study? And they have, you don't want to open up and then see, and such and such was begat by this, and they was begat by, like, I don't think most people would study that unless you want to decipher something and go deep. But yeah, so I think this is nice that they offer this, and you can just pick anything from any section, and it's like, okay, and I'll make that something I study, and then use the tools in the front, like the memorizing and the personalizing and the writing it down and the the tools, what was it, 8 tools, you know what I mean? Copy it, read it aloud, paraphrase, divide it for any of these, which you have endless amount. You are literally going to have so much to do in this Bible. And it's so pretty to do it in. Topical index to features. I love this. So the topical index to features are each one of these leads you to one of the devotional days, and then they divide and then they label them so comfort, these are the ones on comfort, these are the ones on blessing, these are the ones on confession, these are the ones on aging, anger, accountability, authenticity. I highlighted this because dedicate your blessings. I love that she has a thing in there. Dedicate. We don't think about that a lot, or it's not talked about too much. Definitely, it needs to be talked about more. And it's like we get these blessings. We ask God for blessings. We get them, or He gives them to us. Either way, and then we're just so happy and thrilled He gave them to us. But we don't dedicate them back to Him. Like you'll see it referenced here when Hannah dedicated Samuel back. I believe it was, but we really should do that. like we should dedicate it back to him. We should find a way to get back to God. And it explains more in there. I thought that was it's very helpful. Everything here is helpful for life, boy. I'm telling you, I loved everything. It's endless, 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 endless. So many, so many. Like, I'm so thrilled. So I tabbed it up, and what I like to do is, and at the beginning of each page book, there is a summary, which I loved it. I love Genesis's. And there's these dear God's prayers that she has throughout, and it would be, I believe in the beginning when I read the introductions, it said these throughout are connected to whatever verse that is there, so it's on subject. And then there's a devotional. Yeah, so I tabbed my Bible, this beautiful blush pink to kind of match. And then one more thing I did, it has this beautiful satin ribbon. So it's kind of satiny on one side, matte on the other, but it's so beautiful and pink, and like a rose pink. And I like to, the tabs that came with my Bible, I had to stick him onto this repositionable or restickable, whatever tab. So wherever I'm reading, I mean, I have my ribbon, which I need, and it shows me what page, but it's like, well, okay, what page was I on? Was I on this page? Was I on that page? I like to have one of these, and then I stick him where I would left off. So if I left off here, I know that because he's right here on the page. If I left off down here, you know what I mean, I'll tap him here. So that cute little heart marks that. And I can't say enough about this Bible. Oh, I have in case I want to just write some notes and add them, because this is not a journaling Bible. There's not much place to write. There are some, but like, what if I want to put it right here? So this is just temporary. He's going to get moved out because I want to find some lighter pink ones. But in the meantime, this is the guy, this is the gal, this is the Bible, this is the new bestie. Who's girl or guy, I have to label it that way. The new bestie. Love. Like, I don't see, yeah, this isn't going on the shelf.